Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Okay, we have a case study here, and that is our sister Fatima Muhammad and her son, her eldest son, Muhammad. The sister is actually suffering from Syria. She lost her husband. She has another child, so both of them are orphans. Muhammad, the eldest one, and the younger one is in another camp. Her story is that when she came from Syria in 2014, that is how long it's been. 2014, she came from Syria, and she found herself with a Lebanese family in their house. She wasn't a refugee. She was in a Lebanese family with a house. One of the people who was living in the building that she was in with her two children, they threw something out of the window from the fourth floor. Accidentally, they didn't mean anything, but it was something that had some weight to it. It was thrown out, and he was hit on his head. And the thing crushed and cracked his skull. They took him to the hospital. But before taking him to the hospital, someone in the building said, please, when the police come, just say it's an accident because they can get in trouble for what happened to the boy. So when they took him to the hospital, the boy had a skin graft done on his head. So the skin has been pulled over, but on the top of his head, and we saw it, it's an empty space. There's nothing except the leather, the actual skin, and that's it. So now he has a need for a new operation, another operation to complete the process. And this is what we're asking for. After that first initial operation took place, the lady from that building said, you have to go. You have to leave. So the lady left with her two children, and she went into a camp that's about 2 hours away from here. When she heard that Task Force GLM was in this camp dealing with 42 families that have nothing to do with her, and they are very strict, as we told you before, in terms of letting outsiders get into camps that they're not, supposed to be in. She came and asked the guy who is the coordinator of this camp, can we try to help her? So when we heard her story, we said this is a serious case, and it's time sensitive as well. The tragedy of it. The lady's by herself. She came a far distance. We said, okay, we're going to give her this exposure. So now, she came from 2 hours. She's here, and she's with us right now. She has to get back today. However, she's getting back to her other son. We're asking you guys to step forward to the plump, step up to the plate. Let us try to secure the funds for this boy. Before I go any further, we have our translator, Brother Adil, Abu Hassan. Abu Hassan, if you can please ask Muhammad, how has this musibah affected the boy? How has it affected the family? What does she have to say about it?
السلام عليكم يا أختي. بعد ما حصلت الحادثة لابنك محمد، شو لاحظتي عليه التغيير السيء اللي صار بعد العملية؟ شو بلشتي تحسي عم بيتغير عنده؟
سلوكه صار كتير عدائي، صار يخاف من أي شيء. أكل بالمرة، يعني وضعه حالته الصحية كل ما صارت لورا. صعب يصير معه تلف بالخلايا العصبية من قلة التغذية، من قلة الغذاء، صار أي شيء يعني لاحظت عليه لما يمسكه بإيده يوقع من إيده. صار معه حالات اختلاج، يوقع بالأرض، يعني إذا ما حطيت شيء بدمه فورا إنه بده يبلع لسانه أو يعض على لسانه أو يعني كتير يعني الوضع كل مانه لورا، وهو طفل يتيم. أنا ما إلي إنه قدرة كف العلاج وامشي مع العلاج معه، والوضع كتير صعب.
إن شاء الله. Brother, after the operation which takes place after the incident, it is she start to feel that he is going almost like a bad behavior, which is offensive.
Bad behavior.
Yes, he cannot accept anything easily. Secondly, he start to feel pains. Out of these pains, which it is going in, that the child, he start to find himself that he is in a bad need for treatment, such as, he gave an example, he cannot carry things properly in his hand. And also, his nervous system, she start to feel that it's weak. He is not covering himself very well in this age. So he's in a bad need for treatment. When the epilepsy attacks, it's happening. If she wouldn't immediately reach him and put something in the mouth, that means he will swallow his tongue. because he is going in asthma, he is going in the epilepsy attack. So that's, I am a widow and they are orphans. I have nobody to help me. That's why I'm seeking for the medical.
Last question, Afwan Adil. As a mother, how has this affected her? Her, not the boy, her.
كأم وعندك الولد، كيف هالشي أثر عليك لما ابنك انصاب وصارت لك المشاكل من بعد منه وبلشت تشوفي حالته المرضية عم بتسوء؟ بدنا شعورك أنت كأم.
هذا الشيء أثر علي سلبيا، أثر على نفسيتي، يعني أكثر الأحيان، يعني أكثر ما وصلت إنه اترك وامشي، من كثر ما تعبت أعصابي برجع بطلع عليهم بقول إنه إذا أنا تركت ومشيت هني ما إلهم حدا، يعني ما عاد أعرف أفكر لقدام، ما عاد أقدر أفكر. الشيء الوحيد اللي صرت أفكر فيه إني أتحمل، يعني أتحمل المرار، أتحمل القهر، أتحمل التهديد، أتحمل كل شيء، بس إنه هني بالذات ما حد يقرب عليهم. تعبت، يعني حاولت إني أقدم على السفر، إني أطلع من هالجو اللي أنا فيه، ما في نتيجة.
My dear brother, it affected me directly and affected me highly because as I am a widow and I ran out with my children for the sake of God to protect them, then I have this problem affecting me in my life. First, I'm carrying all the kind of threat in life. Even people, they are after me. Even people, they are always trying to tease me, trying to oppress me. I thought so many times to leave my children and go, but I'm thinking if I leave them, for whom? Who's going to take care about them? So many times I have tried to ask the UN people if I can travel from this country with my children. Till now I have nothing green line at all. So this is my case. I am in a bad condition psychologically, from internally. I don't feel like I am a mother because I cannot help them. I cannot offer them what do they need in life.
So, brothers and sisters, we're going to cut this right now, inshallah azza wa jalla. We just want to know who's going to help the lady Fatima. And I'll tell you, since we've been here, and I haven't said this, but we've seen some situations where we know where the father abandoned the family. We've seen that. We've seen a situation where the mother abandoned the family. So Sister Fatima, inshallah, is from the Abtal, the unsung heroes of these camps, who were dug in and they're taking care of this situation that Allah Ta'ala has decreed. $250 for a family, £50 for a single brother or sister, and inshallah, it's going to help the brother to get the second essential operation of getting the bone graft. May Allah Ta'ala help Muhammad, the other brother, and have mercy upon his father and accept it from all of us. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.